Hey guys, how's it going? Welcome to another video. So today I'm going to be reviewing the Aquaman by Geoff Johns Omnibus. I mentioned this in my previous video. If you haven't seen that, go check it out. But basically, it was really cheap on Amazon. I was able to get it for, I think, 70 plus tax Canadian, which is below even the American price in terms of the fact that they charge, 75 US, regularly 99 Canadian. Yeah. So, like I mentioned, this is by Geoff Johns. It's probably one of the more popular Aquaman runs out there. Given before New 52, Aquaman was always kind of seen as a bit of a joke. Like they always kind of used the gag joke of the entire Justice League, unfortunately. But Geoff Johns really does kind of revitalize this character and make him an actual hero and not just a joke or a punchline. So let's read this description here. The Return of the King. The only thing more powerful than the sea is the man who rules it. In the waters that cover the vast majority of Earth, Aquaman reigns supreme. Yet on the surface world, a place he and the deadly Mera have sworn to protect, humanity dismisses and disrespects him. A man of two worlds, Aquaman left his kingdom behind to join the Justice League when the world above was threatened. He lives with his father in his father's lighthouse, fighting for the respect of the people he serves. Now, a sinister force from the waters below threatens to bring humanity to war with Atlantis. Aquaman will have to face his past and reclaim his throne, becoming the king of the seven seas he was always destined to be. So what does this collect? It collects Aquaman 0 through 19, 21 through 25, 23.1, 23.2, and Justice League 5 through 17. And like I mentioned, this is a $75 US or 99 Canadian, but you can also find it for cheaper online. This is the dust cover. We got Aquaman, Mera, the others. We got Black Manta, and then we've also got, this way, Aquaman by Geoff Johns. So, yeah. Slide that off. I really do like this hardcover here. And what I like is that the one complaint I had in the New 52 Superman Omni was that they just kind of cut it off. Because it's a cross cover, and they cut it off. Here, it's still kind of blocked off, but it's there. It's just blurred. Right? We got Black Man. I really like that. So, what is the binding like in terms of the format of this book? How well does it open up? Well, this thing is about as flexible as I'm trying to think of something that really isn't flexible, but it's not flexible at all. This thing honestly probably closes worse than the Superman Omni. Just looking at the eye, yeah, look, it's like this is 8 issues in, it's starting to turn over on me, starting to curl. Okay, we're at 4 issues now. At this point, it really becomes unreadable. If you put it on a flat surface, it'll close on you. So, yeah, but the art, ooh, beautiful. This entire book just has spectacular art. I don't even know how to say it any better. It is crazy, and it does such a great job at introducing new characters. I mean, technically, if you're new to Aquaman, all these characters are new, but I mean, like, it does a good job at reintroducing the others, and, of course, just giving a solid storyline to follow. One that really keeps you kind of encapsulated by the story. We get to see Aquaman's origins all over again. You get to see a lot of cool things. You get to see him when he first, gets the trident, when he finds out he's from Atlantis, and there's more to it than that too. You get a lot of character out of this guy. Aquaman, like I said, has always been a joke in the past, and in terms of people just making fun of him, oh, what, you can talk to fish, oh, what, you can swim, you smell like fish. Like, so many jokes in here at the beginning of the book, especially, just to make fun of him. Some guy even said, "You're no one's favorite superhero." And, like, I love how the story just kind of comes full circle too. Like this story, this is the Trench story. I really loved it, thoroughly enjoyed it. Great intro story. Really get to see who Aquaman is. Um, and I do appreciate that. I like getting to see more than just punching and kicking. I like to get to know the character as well as I can. Um, so what's cool about this is that all the stories kind of wrap up perfectly at the end. The Trench and stuff like that all builds up to the final story, which I believe is Death of the King or something like that. I don't remember too well, but this story itself was killer. The entire Omni was killer. I mean, Geoff Johns, excellent author. Don't know how I feel about him as a person, but excellent author, and really knows how to create characters and kind of like reformat them. Just kind of give them the respect that's due. In terms of gutter loss, it's honestly not too bad. A lot of these books or these pages are paneled, so there is white space there, which means that like you're not really losing anything at all. The ones that are like full page, like you lose a little something if they're crossed, but like if they cross from page to page, if they're a full panel like this. But it's not too bad, honestly. I've seen way worse before in other Omnis. So now that we've looked over the format and the art, let's talk a little bit about the story. So we open up, and Aquaman is essentially kind of just doing his own little thing, Like, he just wants to survive, or not survive, but he just wants to be accepted where he is. He wants to help people, but no one likes him. They judge him for going to a fish and chips place, like, basically, it's just a whole bunch of, like, we're setting up for Aquaman to have a redemption arc, essentially. Everyone's making fun of him, and stuff like that. And then out of nowhere, we see the Trench comes out to play, and all these monsters, I don't even remember what they called them, start looking for food. And so Aquaman, of course, has to deal with this threat, and he feels bad too, because he wants to try to communicate with them. He doesn't want to have to kill them all or do anything like that. He's a king, and in his way, he believes that he hopes that these people would be able to communicate, to reason, but there's a huge communication gap there, and so he ends up having to do something about it. Pan over into the future a bit later. We actually get, or actually, I guess in the past, we get to see some more of his origin. Him discovering he's from Atlantis, and stuff like that. And then we also get to see Mara's interactions with local law enforcement. Yeah, and then also they find out a secret about Atlantis that had been hidden for such a long time, and Aquaman goes to figure out, okay, what happened. Meanwhile, Black Manta is hunting down the others for their relics, and we're not quite sure why or what's going on, and we get to see some more origin stories about the others and sort of what they're all about and who they are before we delve too deeply back into the Black Manta versus the others arc. So that goes on for quite a bit. That has like six different issues. Essentially, towards the end, Black Manta does something that Aquaman just does not tolerate. He is in great pain, and he decides, you know what, Black Manta is going to die. He's pissed. So he starts hunting him down, and so alongside the others, and there's this huge battle, and essentially we kind of just see Aquaman reconnect with the others, which is good because that comes back later in the future. The others were much more likable than I thought they would be. We get some more origin stories on why Black Manta hates Aquaman, why Aquaman doesn't like Black Manta. We meet some long-lost people from Atlantis, whom Aquaman used to know. And then we jump into the Justice League stories, where, for some reason, Atlantis is attacking the surface world. We don't know why. Well, I know why, but we're going to have to read to find out. And so then we get into the politics of everything, surface world and Atlantis? How is everything going to pan out? Can the two coexist? And so Aquaman finally decides, you know what? It's time for me to take back my mantle. I am your king. And so he works from then on. He aims to reunite the surface world with Atlantis, or at least try to find some semblance of peace. But in letting everyone know that he's coming back as his king, he awakens something deep, dark, and evil. And that evil unleashes itself upon the world and starts chasing down everything in its path. More specifically, it aims to find Atlantis and all those who serve it. And so that's as much as I'm going to get into the story, because I don't want to go too far into it. There's quite a lot I've already kind of delved into there. But it's an excellent story. It's perfectly packaged into one Omni. And this Omni, honestly, you could read it without a flat surface. It's pretty light, unlike some other Omnis I've reviewed in the past. But ultimately, yes, it is an omnibus. You're going to want a flat surface to read this on. I wish the spine itself was a little more flexible. It'd be nice to get a little bit more bend to those pages. But ultimately, it's not that bad. Just, personal preference kind of thing. Thank you guys for watching this video. I really appreciate it. If you enjoyed, make sure to smash that like button. Yes, smash it. But don't break your phones or laptops or whatever you're watching on. If you're not subscribed, make sure you do, just so you get notifications about when I'm uploading any new videos. I upload these videos once a week, every Saturday at 11 a.m. At least I try to. So thank you guys for watching. Really appreciate it. Make sure you stay safe and healthy. I know COVID can be scary, guys, but we got this. I promise. And I will see you in the next one.